Hi, my name is Adrian Crestes. I come from Romania. This is the first video of my chess channel. I'm 16 years old and I've started taking chess seriously 1 year ago. Today I want to present you a game from my last tournament. The game doesn't have a great practical value, but it deals with the psychological part of chess. The lesson is never let your opponent off the hook, especially when you are in a better position. Here I was white. I kicked off with e4. My opponent replied e5, and we reached a Ruy Lopez exchange. I castled kingside, bishop d6, d4, bishop g4, and well, this is pretty much standard stuff. Here I played bishop f4, trying to trade as many pieces because the endgame favors white due to these weak black pawns on the queen side. He took on c3. Now obviously he can take on e4 because of the pin rook e1, which wins the knight eventually. He castled. Now the threat is to take on e4, so I played rook from f to e1, rook e8, bishop g5, pinning the knight to the queen. Of course I'm trying to trade as many pieces as possible. He played h6, and now he has a lot of weaknesses on the queen side as well as on the king side. I played rook from a to d1, queen e7, rook d3, with stuff like annoying rook g3 check, and maybe starting an attack on the king side. But he played queen e5, and I was pretty happy with the queen trade here, because after rook d7 his rook on c8 is very passive, defending that c7 weak pawn. Rook from e to d1. I dare say I'm winning positionally speaking here, but it's still a lot of work to do. He played king g7, f3, king f6, king f2, king e6, c3, and here I might have underestimated this idea of advancing his pawn and undermining my king side pawns. King e3, and here I think I made a mistake with g3, because now he has the h file to work with. Rook from 7 to d2, rook h3, g4. Now the threat is obvious, taking on g4 because of the pin, so I played rook g2, e5, 7 d2, b5, and here my opponent blundered with rook g3, and I can win the rook in one move. King f2, the rook is trapped. Instead, believe it or not, I played rook from d to g2, which actually loses a pawn. I lost my concentration, and I couldn't believe a 1700 player would blunder a rook like this, and I didn't see it. And here, in this endgame, although I'm a pawn down, this might be a draw, but very careful play is needed. I played c4, trying to undermine these queenside pawns. Of course he didn't take on c4, and after a few more moves and a few more inaccuracies, I actually lost. I blundered another pawn here, and in a few more moves it was all over, because his two pawns are just too strong, and eventually I resigned in this position. That was all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to continuing this chess channel. Goodbye.